Celeb Savant is a career retrospective type interview focusing on singers, actors, and industry experts. Join Barrett Edelstein now as he dives into the entertainment world.
Musa Motha is a South African DJ and dancer. He started pursuing being a DJ in 2010 and entered a Red Square DJ knockout where he took the 5th position in the provincials. During his journey of exploring being a DJ, Musa felt like he could do more, and that's when he began to be curious about dancing. His friends taught him how to dance by drawing squares on the floor. The first dance genre that he learnt is bourgeois, and he enhanced his dance vocab by adding hip-hop and pantsula as time went by. He has been fortunate to have worked with local and international artists such as Drake, Tanisha Scott, and Somizi, to mention a few. Musa has been the subject of 2 documentaries on SABC2, Talk SA, and Each One Teach One. The latter won an award for the best documentary that year. Musa has been in television adverts and starred in the movie The Ultimate, where he was the main character. In 2018, Musa joined the Vianney Dance Theatre Company, where he learned Gregory Makomo's technique, the pulse theory technique, as well as the cocktail, which the company is celebrated for. During Musa's time at Vianney Dance Theatre, he performed in Makoma's Kion Requiem of Ravel's Bolero at Joburg Theatre, Rise, which was performed in Johannesburg and New York at Fall for Dance. In 2020, Musa toured with the company to be part of Sharjah Fringe Festival in the United Arab Emirates. Musa is currently a dancer at Rambert Dance Company in London and has also recently been a finalist in Britain's Got Talent during the 2023 season. Up next on Celeb Savant, we've got Musa Motha. Where do we find you in the world and how are you doing?
Hello everyone, thank you for the invite, Barrett. Yes, my name is Musa and I'm from South Africa. Everyone can find me on social media. It's Musa Motha, everywhere. On Facebook, it's Musa Motha.
And are you currently in South Africa, Johannesburg, at the moment?
Yes, I'm still in South Africa. I've been in South Africa since last year, December.
Okay.
But I'm going to leave soon again.
Where are you going back to the UK?
Yes, we're back to the UK.
Okay. So do you live in the UK now or a hybrid of both?
Yeah, I'm kind of like a little bit of both.
You've got a fascinating story, which I'd like to unpack. So let's go from the beginning. As I understand, you're playing soccer, passionate about soccer. So let's travel through your journey into how you got to where you are today.
Football. So I started playing football when I was very young, from a very, very young age.
Yeah.
I was kind of like 9, 10 years old, and then that's where I got like the incident of like finding out about cancer, and post cancer, I had to amputate my leg, and then after that, I started playing football again, until I actually went to the UK. That's where I got the opportunity to play like football professionally. I played for Arsenal amputee first team. So up until then, I think it's been good.
Are you still playing football now?
No, I stopped. When I came to South Africa, I stopped. Yeah.
Okay. Was it challenging playing the game with an amputated leg? How did that go?
Football is quite interesting when you play with crutches, because like there's like certain rules that you need to follow, and I had to like literally to kind of like try to get to, instill every rule, and play by the rules at all times, which is kind of like a bit difficult, to play football with crutches, and then you don't have to touch the ball with crutches at all, so but it's nice, it's enjoyable and I really like it. And yeah, it's not really difficult. I don't want to lie. It's not difficult actually. It's just about like following the rules, isn't it?
Okay.
And making sure that you're always, on top of the game.
At what age and how did you get into the dancing world?
I started dancing in 2009.
Okay.
And it all started with like, which is just sitting down with my friends. There was music around us, and they were dancers at the time, and they were doing like street dance, called East Bourgeois. So, I also like to dance, but I didn't know how to dance at that time. And then, yes, so they started to like dance around me, and then I was just like, yeah, you know what, I want to start dancing as well. So they taught me how to dance. And then from that day onwards, I've been just like helping myself out, watching videos, go to them when they practice, trying to imitate what they do. And then again, I was just like trying to kind of imitate what they do and then transfer it into my body because
Yeah.
it's a two different thing, because when I have to take it into my body, I have to like interpret it, according to how I can do it. It has to look similar to them. So yeah, I started that, and then afterwards, I started to like, as time went by, I started to join local dance crews, started to go out, performing, go to Johannesburg, um, go to perform in some, places, music videos, and then we started to do like TV ads and stuff, and then in 2018, I started to audition for a dance company. It's a professional dance company in Newtown, Johannesburg. It's called Verde Dance Theatre. It's founded by Gregory Makoma. So yeah, he took me in and then we started doing, the training. They trained me there, classical, contemporary, and Afrofusion, of which they call it cocktail, because they fuse everything there. And then I started touring in 2009. We went to New York. That's how we got exposed into like international works, international performances and stuff, And then in 2020, I resigned and then I became freelancer. I freelanced 2020 until 2001. And in 2001, I got discovered by this dance company in the UK called Ballet Rumba, and then 2001, 2021,
Yeah.
I went to audition in October. Yes, I went to the UK to audition. Then yeah, they took me in, and then 2022 I started working with them. That's when I started to live in the UK, until last year, I came back home.
When your friend sat you down and first, even though you saw them dancing around you and they were doing it already, when they first broached the topic or question of like, why don't you try this? Was it okay, yes, straight away, or was it a little bit of resistance of like, how am I going to do this? Or what were your first reactions?
To be quite honest with you, it was just about like, yes, I had the resistance, but it was about like thinking about it. Like, okay, if you're proposing this, then you might have seen it in your mind, in your imagination. That means it's possible for me to do it. I just need to put practice on it. So yeah, at first I used to think about it first, and then when time went by, when someone suggested something to me, I would just get up and try to do it without even thinking about it.
I think that's important. Sometimes when people think, the brain gets in the way and they like,
True.
and
Yes.
then, and then I call it the parrot. The parrot on the shoulder starts making a big noise, which is normally about fear, self-doubt, all those
Mhm.
silly things. So it's about
Yeah.
accepting the parrot and saying, okay, quiet down. I know you're there, but let it be part of the performance rather than, allowing you to block you from performing. Does that make
True.
sense? Yeah.
True.
What was the choice or decision to enter BGT?
I've always wanted to be in a BGT. I've always wanted to go to one of the Got Talent. We
Yes.
tried SA Got Talent like years ago, but it didn't even like succeed. We didn't even make it to the main stages. So the aim was to get to the global stage where I can just like do my thing and then be recognized worldwide. And that was the opportunity. And then some of my friends from the UK suggested it because there were auditions going on last year. And then he asked me why can't I just, go and audition. Then I
Yeah.
was like, why not? And did my research, went to audition, and then the rest is history.
For those people who are not aware, we just sort of see the end television result. What happens
Yeah.
before that?
Before what?
So basically, so you enter, and then what are the next steps?
Okay. So you audition first, right? And then
So
they'll
who do you audition for?
you audition for. So I went straight to the auditions that you guys saw. You
Okay.
know, yeah, you go straight into it. I don't know other people, but for me, I got in, and then they're like, okay, come and audition. Because you send videos as well.
Oh,
And
oh,
then
so you
they're like,
send
okay,
videos for them as part of your entry.
yeah, it's like the entry level, so they have to see like, you know,
Oh, okay. That's
what you
interesting.
do,
Okay.
what are you doing, what's your
Mm,
talent,
yes.
all of those things, yeah. And then they'll call me to come for the audition. So
Okay.
I went in.
And did you go in with any expectations, or did you just think, okay, whatever happens, happens? And then were you shocked about, we saw your reaction for the golden buzzer, et cetera, et cetera. So obviously you were grateful and shocked, but what were your expectations, or did you not have any?
I didn't have any big expectations. I wasn't aiming for the golden buzzer, or
Yeah.
I was just aiming to go in, showcase my talent, and then after that, maybe I'd get like a few yeses to go to the next round, you know. But yeah, got in there. I was a little bit nervous. And then I got in, started to talk to Simon, and then afterwards, started my performance. And then I was never spoken around, until I finished my performance,
Yeah.
And then yeah, the reaction of the audience was really amazing. It was so loud in there, I started to see, yeah, it was so loud. And I started to see like on the side, I saw like people peeking, like, they're looking like what's going on in there, what just happened,
Mm. So it's obviously opened a number of doors and opportunities for you. So what's been
Mm.
happening since then?
I've been traveling around. I've
Okay.
been traveling around. I've been getting more gigs. Yeah, and then I've been just like doing some things that I've always wanted to do, like DJing.
Oh, okay.
It's open, yeah, it's opening more doors for other sides as well. I'm meeting up with like cool people. I can now talk to people that I've always wanted to talk to, like big celebrities and
Yeah.
stuff. But the most important thing is that like I get more international works, and I get to travel around. So yeah, ever since that's what has been happening so far.
And what are your next steps? Obviously, we just go with the flow because we never know what's going to happen tomorrow, as we know.
Mm.
So, are you going to pursue the dancing, the DJing? What other goals do you have in the next short term and long term?
What term would be to actually identify what do I want to do, this year, of which I've already started, and then to set out like levels. Where do I want to reach? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And the short-term goals, if you see, they're going to help me out to reach out my long-term goals. And then my long-term goals will help me out to reach out my dreams. So this year, the short terms would be like to actually put my DJing side on the map. Like, okay, Musa has been a DJ. He's not a DJ. He's being a DJ, and he wants to, uplift it, level it up a little bit. And again, I'm going to do like more of like workshops, like inclusive workshops, all around the world. And I'm going to work with more companies like in Paris, do some stuff there as well, because I'm all on to work in Paris as well. Um, yeah, so far that's what is happening.
What do you enjoy about DJing?
DJing helps me to actually express my love for music, and I've always wanted to like be in control of what is in the room. So when you're DJing in a place, you literally in control of how people must feel and how they're supposed to feel.
Okay.
So, and again, serving the good music as well. I've always wanted to serve good music to people, share my talent as well. And I like to play music. I like music. I love music. So
Mm.
that's like the best way to express myself.
So, as obviously being a DJ, you have
Yeah.
to be able to read the room. Is the song working, or do I need to kick
Hmm.
into gear with another mix? So does reading people come naturally for you, or is it something that you are working on?
I mean, if you play good music, there's no other way but the crowd to like they don't have a choice to
Yes,
just
I like
enjoy it,
that. Yeah.
like so I make sure that I prepare myself before I go to the gig, and I play music, But to be honest, I read the room first.
Okay.
I read the room like, okay, what type of people are these? Do they need me to put a tempo up or should I slow it down? So by the time I go behind the decks, I know what I want to do. I know what I have to do.
Mm.
So yeah, I become in control.
And is there a specific type of genre that you enjoy playing, or is it a mix?
I enjoy playing house music,
Okay.
Afro house.
And is it one of your goals? And maybe you can say yes or no, but I know a lot of DJs start producing and creating their own music. Is it a goal of yours to dive into that creativity part of your brain and start creating originals?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Me being a dancer and being a DJ at the same time, it's a blessing, because I know what I want, and I know what type of music I want to produce because I know how it's going to benefit me on the dancing side. So I've always wanted to be like a music producer, and this is a great opportunity for me to do it actually. So yeah, not like okay, I'll say maybe from later this year I'll be like producing music,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, because I'm
As
starting
part
to
of
like talk to people and stuff.
so it's part of the list. But also I suppose being a dancer has allows you to have a different understanding of music, of the beats, how the
True.
different, I can't think of the words now, but the different rhythms and elements flow.
Yeah.
So they can help you when you're creating music because you'll be like, this flows in this way. I'm not saying it's better or worse than people who don't dance, but it gives you a different element of observation.
Yes, that's true actually, because like when you're a dancer, you actually feel everything, you actually listen to every beat,
Mm.
you analyze and kind of like dismantle the musical element. Like I can feel the texture that people don't feel,
Yes.
and I can hear what people can't hear.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's what like is going to help me out to be like one of the best producers, I believe.
Put it out there. Let's put it out there and step into it. I love it. So, Musa, let's go back to dancing. When you are creating a new piece for dance, do you
Yes.
choreograph it yourself always, or do you have collaborators that assist you, or combination of both?
Combination of both. I have done solos that I created by myself. I've done solos that I had like a collaborator, yeah, but I enjoy more working with people, you know. I like, exchanging information.
Okay.
Working alone is it's good but challenging as well. But I wouldn't say I like it. I don't like it. I do like working alone, but I like working with people more.
And now,
Yeah.
when you're creating a new piece of dance, is it always easy? Whether I know with by yourself, it could be a little bit more challenging than with collaborating.
Mhm.
But overall, is it always an easy process or is it sometimes a bit challenging? And when it is challenging, how do you overcome that challenge?
It actually depends on like how the the strategy that you use for creation. The people who like to play before, they just do like an improv, and then they shoot themselves, they do like a video and they just like to do like improvisations and stuff, you
Yeah.
know. Some people that would literally write down what do you want, like right, literally like okay, this is what I want from beginning to end, and then they
Yes.
just work on that structure, rather than like other people they would like literally like play with other dancers, like, okay, how about we do this? This is what I want. I want like something that is flowing.
Yes.
Or some choreographers would do like give you task, like, okay, this is what I want. I'm looking at like watery thing, like flow, tunnel, water flowing through the
Mm.
tunnels and stuff. Um yeah, so for me, it's always an interesting part when it comes to creating new works. As for me, I get like inspiration from other people. I watch a lot of videos, dance videos, and like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, yeah, and I get the inspiration from them, and then what I do is I know if I do like a direct interpretation of the movement, it's gonna give me like a different feeling. And
Yes.
from there, I can just like turn my things around, do something creative about it, you know. And again, it depends on the story.
Okay.
Sometimes you get a client, they'll be like, I want this kind of piece, and then you have to work around the message, they want it to be, rather than when you work alone, when you're doing your own piece, you get so confused at the beginning. But as time goes by, when you just like have more materials to use, more information that you got, and again, you get driven by the music. The most important thing when you create the piece, you have to have like the music that you want, because when you change the music, that's where things are going to be messed up. But if you have the music from the get-go, then everything's going to be all right, I guess.
What's your favorite type of dance? Second to that, do you do all types of dancing?
Yeah, I do all types of dancing.
Okay, but what's your favorite?
My favorite is classical contemporary.
Okay, so now I love this game. I know if I had to ask you this question in 2 hours, 2 minutes, 2 years, I know your answer will be different every time. And now I'm not talking about music for dancing or music for DJing. I'm talking Musa himself. Once we finish this conversation, and again, I'm not saying favorites, okay? I'm saying I
Okay.
know there are millions of them and I know you'll change every time. But if you had to push play to 5 songs by other artists, once we finish this conversation, what would those 5 songs be and by whom?
5 songs. Uh, hey,
I know it's hard.
that would be a song that I'm going to dance to, or a song that I'll just want to listen to in general.
Either or.
Either or. Let me just say the first 3 would be the ones that I would listen to, of which is Officially Missing You by Tamia. Then the second one would be, who's this guy? I forgot his name. No, I didn't forget his name. It's Yame. Yeah, it's Yame. The song is called Became. Yeah. It's Became.
Okay.
And then I would say the third one would be Best Friend. Best Part by her
Okay.
and Danielle. 2 more.
Yeah.
2 more. I'll say Calm Squad. Calm Squad, You Are the Reason.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's like the best song ever,
Yeah.
And then the other one is The Village. It's The Village by Rebel.
Lovely. I like the mix, different genres, different mixes. Beautiful. Some to add to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
playlist. So thank you. So, Musa,
Yeah, yeah.
the podcast is listened to throughout the world. So as a final message, what would you like to say?
Whatever that you want in life, it's possible that you can get it. It depends on your choices. The choices that you make in life, they're really effective. So you need to be clever and smart about your choices, because the choices that you make now, they will literally affect you in the future. And just know that nothing is impossible, you know. Nothing is impossible. It's all in your mind. It's all in your brain. You just need to work yourself up, believe in yourself, and don't let any obstacle stop what you want to do in life. And it's important that in every industry or every field that you're in, have a mentor so that you can actually pave your way smoothly. And it's important to have a mentor as well, because mentors know, or they have been in the same journey as you. They just did it before you, so they know the do's and don'ts. And always be humble, always be open to learning, listen more, talk less. And the most important thing, again, that I'll repeat, is believe in yourself.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Celeb Savant. Please follow Barrett on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at Celeb Savant. That's CelebSavant.